Hi guys, David Palmer here, DPP, coming to you live. I want to share a story with you guys, and it really does take a village. Back in 2009, when my friend introduced the Scentsy opportunity to me, all I thought was, I'm just going to get these discounts, use things in my house to make it smell good. I had no idea that it would come to where I am. So because I didn't have any experience doing this, I'm thinking, I don't want to do it, don't have the time, because I think about all the challenges that we face and all the excuses that I was really making for myself because I didn't want to do it. So you know how we don't want to do something and we come up with all kind of reasons why we shouldn't do it? That was me. So I'm thinking I don't have time. I'm thinking about I don't really have the extra money to start anything. Didn't see that I had the training because my sponsor was new as well. So there goes. But one thing about this is that it sold itself. People started buying and they started connecting with me and they started referring people to me. And next thing you know, all the things started to happen. But one of my friends, we grew up together and she's been right there with me during my Scentsy journey. She's not a consultant, but she's a great customer. And not only is she a great customer, she's like a sister. She always brings people to my house to shop. She brings people to my house to pick up their orders. What I'm saying, I mean, she brings people here, they place an order. She bring them here to pick up their orders. Well, she'll bring them here to look at the things that I have because I have things on display so people can actually see it and experience it. So she brings people here. So she worked at a dentist's office and she asked everybody in that office to place an order. So the doctor there, Dr. Erika, placed an order and she loved it. I think she started out with the grapevine warmer, and that's what I have. So she fell in love with it, and she was my customer probably for about maybe 7 years or something like that. So we had this special for $49. And I said, Dr. Erika, did you know that you could totally become a consultant and use this as a tax write-off and give these things away and just get it for yourself? And she said, okay, and she did. She signed up. So let me go back to my daughter. She was 9 years old when I started Scentsy. And at age 9, she did a lot of stuff. I mean, she worked with me in events. She helped make samples. She took trips with me. She would go to the SFR/convention. She went on incentive trips. She's gone on 2 incentive trips. No, 3. She's gone 3 incentive trips with me. When she was 16 years old, I earned a trip to Disney for 3. So she went, celebrated her 16th birthday there. And in 2000, and I think around 2018, we went to Scotland. So I didn't get a chance to go on the cruise with Scentsy, but thank God that Scentsy has options. So I chose California, so I took her with me. And we went to Disneyland. So this year, I carried her to Hawaii. I earned a trip for 2. I actually earned Bora Bora, but I decided to take Hawaii because I wanted to take her with me. So she's 24 years old now. She was 9 years old when I started Scentsy. Now she's 24. And she grew up with Scentsy. That's all she knows. She knows, I mean, she would actually package things up and carry it to school and say to the teachers, she would just show it, just share it with them. And she would take a catalog without me even knowing. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm going to take this to my teacher at her elementary school. And they would place orders with her. And she was very shy. I never thought that she would do anything like that, but she did. So, and then people knew that I was consulting because it was all over my car. My car was branded. So when I got in the carpool line, the teachers would see it. The parents would see it. So moving back to Dr. Erika. Dr. Erika decided to start her own Scentsy account for $49 back then. And once she joined, I don't think she really even planned to do what she did, but she was able to get 5 people to join in the same day, this dentist. So at this time, the incentive trip that we had was to the Dominican Republic. I can't remember the other location. I think Greece and Dominican Republic. So she earned a trip for 2 to the Dominican Republic. This is the dentist that I'm talking about. So my daughter was in high school when I met Dr. Erika. And at the time, she wasn't really sure about what she wanted to do. She was saying things like, oh, I think I want to go into modeling because my daughter's very tall and lean. So she actually started searching stuff about being a model. She would search things. She was talking about going to New York and wanted me to look at all these things. We even went to something that they had locally here because she really wanted to pursue modeling. And I would frown every time she said that to me, like, oh, God. I would just frown. I didn't say a whole lot, but I was frowning on the inside. I was crying on the inside, like, oh, please, I hope she stopped talking about that modeling stuff. Because people would say to her, you ought to pursue modeling. She's very gifted and very talented. She could sing. She could play the piano. She's done ballet, hip-hop. She's done gymnastics. She's done a whole lot. Played basketball, played volleyball. Very gifted, very talented. So when she started talking about that modeling, like, to myself, no, ma'am. So I decided to let her talk to some friends. One of my friends is an attorney. So I said, can you please talk to my daughter because I need to see if I can get her on another path because she's talking about this modeling stuff. So I can't remember how long she talked to my friend. It was probably about 30 minutes, an hour. Well, that didn't grab her attention. So I decided to ask Dr. Erika to talk to her. So Dr. Erika talked to her. We were on the way home from school. Her school is about an hour from where I live. So we were on the way home. Dr. Erika talked to my daughter for 2 hours in the car about dentistry and was telling her about her own experience and telling her how she loved to work with her hands. And everything that Dr. Erika was telling her really applied to her, was things that she was doing anyway. So I think she was intrigued by the conversation that Dr. Erika was having with her. I was intrigued myself, but I knew I wasn't trying to go back to no school. That school is not for me. School not for everybody. It's not for DPP. I'm not. So as she was talking, my daughter was really listening. I'm right there in the car listening to her. So she decided when she went to college, she decided to major in biology because of the conversation that one of my team members had with her. She decided to major in biology and her minor was chemistry. Not only did she major in biology and her minor was chemistry, she's hard driven because she's seen how hard I work. She knows that I don't make excuses when it comes to doing the things that I need to do to take care of my family. She's seen that. So she excelled. When she went to school, she really is an overachiever. I remember when she thought that she was going to make a D, she wasn't feeling good. She would actually challenge her instructors because she worked so hard. And the thing about it is that these grades did not fall in her lap. She earned those grades. She worked hard. And at the university she's attending is a very hard university. And biology and chemistry is not easy. I saw her apply herself. I saw her miss things that she normally would have probably tried to do. But no, her path led her to not do only those things. She stayed on a path to make sure she can get in and out of there. She graduated early. She graduated summa cum laude. She also graduated highly distinguished honors. And I remember her telling me that when she applied for the highly distinguished honors, the council told her, I don't think you're going to be able to achieve that because you're coming in a little late to apply for that. Something you had to apply for because she had to take like an additional 18 hours, something like that. And the one thing about her is that if you tell her that she cannot do something, she's going to do it and do some in addition to that. That's how she is. You're not going to tell her what she cannot do. She's going to do that and some. Now, she got that from me. She got that being driven, she got that part from me. But school is not what I want to do, though. Let me add that. But anyway, what I'm trying to say, guys, now my daughter is in dental school. This is her 3rd year in dental school. When I joined Scentsy, guys, I got the bag of testers. That's what I got. I got a bag of testers, I got a warmer, and some other things. But I had no idea that this business was going to change my family's life like it has. I had no idea that surrounding myself by some amazing people that my daughter would be in dental school. My daughter is the first person in my immediate family to graduate from undergrad 4-year college. She's the first person in my immediate family to pursue becoming a doctor. She's the first person. So I was telling the owner of Scentsy this Saturday, we were talking to owners. I was talking to both of them about my daughter. And I said to them, I'm just so grateful to be a Scentsy consultant because it's changed my life and my family's life, because my daughter, I don't see my daughter becoming a dentist or even having an interest in it had it not been for one of my Scentsy sisters. I told him that. And I also told him that she was the first one to graduate. And he said this, he said, can I share that? I said, you absolutely can share it, because that's powerful. Because I want everybody to know that we're so much more than wax and warmers. Scentsy is about the relationships. It's about the family. It's about all those amazing people that I met during my Scentsy journey. It's about my Scentsy family and my customers. I got a lot of customers who have said, my son's a dentist. I would love for her to come over there and shadow them. I've heard that. I've heard from friends saying, I would love for your daughter to start treating me because I want to help her, because she has to have so many patients. She has to have so many patients before she graduates. So I am so grateful to have so many amazing people follow us here. And a lot of you guys have seen her grow up on social media, because she was 9 years old when I started showing her, and now she's a grown-up. She's 24 years old. So the next time you think about this not being a real business, guys, this is a real business. I'm not peddling anything. This is real. This is a real business creating real results. Because again, had it not been for the Scentsy opportunity, my daughter would not be in dental school. Income disclosure will go down below. She even received a college scholarship from Scentsy in undergrad, because anybody, guys, if you got kids in college or you got kids in high school, Scentsy offers college scholarships. This is at the leadership level and above. But Scentsy is always giving more. They always give more than they take. I love that about them. And not only that, guys, I worked a job for almost 40 years in insurance. And I'll say it again, income disclosure will go down below. I worked there for almost 40 years. And I've been with Scentsy for almost 15. And the income is so much better with Scentsy than it is on a job that I worked almost 40 years, okay? I'm grateful to be able to be at home so I could be here with my nephew and my brother. They're both autistic. They cannot work. They cannot drive. I have to take them everywhere. And I got 2 granddogs here that I have to see after. But I love this flexibility that I have. I got to go see mama, so I can jump up and go see mama when I need to go see her. I don't have to clock in and out. I don't have to ask for permission. I was sharing yesterday this letter that my previous boss wrote me because I asked for some time off. And he said, your time that you requested has been denied. And it's in writing. I still have a copy of it. So I let my cousin see it yesterday. He said, I just can't believe that. I don't have to go through that anymore, guys. I don't have to go through that anymore. Like last week when I went out of town, I just jumped up and went. Like when my brother was sick back in December, when I had to jump up and go to Chicago to see about him before he passed away, I just jumped on the plane and went. I didn't have to ask for time off. So again, this business is more than wax and warmers. Surely this is why I became a consultant, because I like my house to smell good. I want my house to smell good. When you walk in the door, I want it to smell good. I need to change my wax today because I got one of my customers coming by today to pick up her stuff, and I'm going to help her because she orders so much stuff. She needs help. She generally ordered enough stuff to fill 2 bags. So I got to go change my wax. I want my house to smell good. That's the first thing people recognize when they walk in your house is the way it smells, whether it's good or bad. So I want it to be a good experience when they walk in. But again, I just want you guys to know that we are so much more than wax and warmers. We're about the relationships. We're about helping one another. Because I don't know, I mean, there are a lot of things out there, guys, that people do, but this is for me. I want my house to smell good. And I want it to be something that my family can be involved in. Again, my daughter's super busy, but she does my flyers. She does my, whatever it is that I need her to do that I cannot do, like flyers. She does those things for me through Canva. I don't know how to work Canva, so she does it for me. Some of my follow-up things, she's done that for me. And as soon as my items get in, my brother's going to label those things for me. So I love that there's no way that I could be successful in this business had it not been for my family stepping in. Even my son in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and my grand princess Rome, they help in every way that they can because they love Scentsy too. So I get my son to snap a picture of her, send it to me so I can share it here on Facebook. But guys, I just want you to know, as you consider the opportunity, always know that this business is so much more than wax and warmers. And again, we're about the relationships. We're about pouring into one another. I just left an event this past weekend in Texas, and we had a ball. It was something that I was not going to even go to because I didn't think that I had the time because I really had to break off what I was involved in already. But I'm so glad I went. I met so many amazing people, and I reunited with those that I know. It was a blast. I already got the date signed up. I'm going to be signed up for next year. But even my team, we're going to have something in December. I'm so stoked to be able to get back with them and see them and hug them. So I just wanted you guys to see how this has really touched my heart because, once again, if it had not been for my sister Cheryl, she's my friend, sister, if it had not been for her referring my products to the doctor there in the office, the dentist, my daughter would not be where she is today. God knows we need to save that girl for trying to pursue modeling. Oh my goodness, I was just, feeling some kind of way about that. I told her, look, you do that on the side. You do that on the side. Let's get this out the way first. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that story with you because the next time anybody second guess this situation, guys, this is a real business opportunity and bringing real results. Because here I am showing this to you all the time, showing up, being consistently showing up, showing you guys how this could work. And for those of you who just want to do a little something on the side just to get the discounts, you know, you can do that too. Or if you just need some tax breaks, you can do that too. If you just want it for the for the community, you can do that too. But if you want all of the above, we can do that too. Go on all the trips because next year we're going to Greece. Yeah, next year we are going to Greece. So if you want to turn it up a notch, we can turn it up a notch. But again, guys, we are much more than wax and warmers. We're about the relationships, okay? I know, and I'm gonna go after this. So I remember this past Saturday when I saw Heidi and Orville. I remember having a one-on-one talk with them in the Dominican Republic, and at that time my son had just had his first brain surgery, and I had a chance to almost cry on their shoulders. And they listened to me. They probably listened to me for about almost 2 hours because I was a basket case. And at that point, they remember my name. They remember my name. That touched my heart right there. We were not a number. We are not a number. They remember my name. They remember that situation I had gone through with my son. And moving forward, like a couple of years later, because my son had 5 surgeries within a 2-year period. And I didn't even get to go to one of the conventions because he had surgery. So I remember when, every year there's an incentive trip announced. And when the Greece trip was announced, I was not present, but I saw it on Facebook, and I'm like, I was sitting with my son on the bed as he recovered, and I said to myself, I'm going to Greece. I said, self, I had this conversation with myself, self, you going to Greece. DPP, you going to Greece. So guess what, guys? I went to Greece. Because what? I claimed it. Number one, I claimed it. And after I claimed it, I rolled up my sleeves and I went to work. Because these trips, oh, look at the balloons. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what I did to make the balloons show up Facebook. So, yeah, I rolled up the sleeves and went to work, guys. Went to work. And guess what? I went to Greece. Yeah, and I've been going on all the trips lately. I mean, all the places. I've been to Africa. I've gone to the Dominican, blah, blah, blah. My tongue is all tied. I went to the Dominican Republic in 12. That was my first incentive trip. I was like, so excited. And then after that, I went to Costa Rica. It was called Pick, Pack, and Play. You could choose a different location, so I chose Costa Rica. And after Costa Rica, the next trip was to Greece. I went to Greece. And then after Greece, that was Disney World. Went there, celebrate my daughter's birthday, the one I'm talking about. I carry her. And after that, it was Africa. And she wanted to go so bad, but she was not old enough. Went to Africa. That was the most amazing experience, guys. Then after Africa, where did I go after Africa? Switzerland, because that was in Switzerland. No. That was a cruise, and I didn't go. I went to Scotland with my daughter. That's what happened. And I went to California. And thank God for options, because I was able to go to California in place of the cruise. And then the next year was Switzerland, which was in 2019. And in 2020, COVID hit. So I earned Amsterdam, but we couldn't go because everything was shut down. And the next year, I earned Amsterdam again. Everything was shut down then too. Then the next year was Disney. I earned Disney for 6 people, guys. I didn't go though. I earned it for 6 people, but I didn't get a chance to go because, COVID was kind of going away, but it was still there. And my grand princess wouldn't keep a mask on, so we just decided not to go on the trip. But I bought a new Mercedes, guys. I bought a brand new Mercedes. Income disclosures go down below. I bought a brand new Mercedes because during that time, there were cash buyouts. They don't do that anymore. So I took the cash buyouts for 3 incentive trips, and I just bought me a brand new Mercedes. How about that? I still have it. So then after that was New York. I went to New York last year. That was incredible because I always wanted to go to New York. And then this year was Hawaii, and I took my daughter to Hawaii. That was so fun. So next year we get to go to Greece. So guys, please share the video, tag your friends, because there's somebody out there that just needs something to do on any level. So whatever that is, guys, we can do this, whatever it is that you want to do. But again, I just want you guys to know that we're so much more than wax and warmers. We're about the relationships. We're about giving back. We're about caring about one another. So I just wanted to say that, guys. I am going to check back in a little later and let you guys know about more details about this $40 join special we got going on this month. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.